I'm Stephen Stearns, the director of the New England Youth Theater. This here is the New England Youth Theater. I'm also a professional clown living in Brattleboro, Vermont in the United States. I want to tell you about a total passion of mine, Maria's Children Arts Rehabilitation Center in Moscow, Russia. Maria Yelitsieva started this wonderful art school in 1993 in Moscow. Maria is working with the very poorest of Russia's 800,000 orphans. These are children who live in terrible, crowded conditions. They grow up to the age of 5 with no touching, very little stimulation. Then they're given a test by the government and labeled as debil or defective or retarded. These children, once they're tossed out on the street, as it were, by the government at the age of 17 or 18, their track record is terrible. Of the 15,000 released every year, 5,000 of them will be unemployed, 6,000 go homeless, 3,000 go into crime, 1,500 commit suicide. But Maria saw the brilliance, the intelligence, the potential of these children, and she set out with them to make a difference with her art school.
Maria and her friends regularly visited an orphanage school, number 103, and took children into their homes on weekends and holidays, and began to paint with them. Maria understood that art is the only key to open the hearts and souls of these children, and that there is a place in this world for the love that had been taken away from them. At the moment, there are more than 200 children from various Moscow area orphanages who work in the studio. Among them are children with cerebral palsy and other physical and mental disabilities. They study drawing and painting, sewing and embroidery, music and ceramics, theater, and elements of circus arts.
Twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky.
And they're also able to learn the art of cooking for a big family which they have found. Throughout the existence of the Art Center, students have created a great number of creative works, including more than 100 collective panels, many of which adorn private collections and public and government organizations in Russia and abroad. Every year their works are shown at various exhibitions, including an annual one at the Central House of Artists in Moscow. In addition to serving as an art studio, the center is the basis for a number of special programs, including a social adaptation program. Somehow, the government expects orphan graduates to gain and maintain independence by themselves after leaving an institutional life where everything was decided for them and given to them. Many children experience feelings of vulnerability, despair and confusion when trying to find a job, furnish their apartments. They do not know where to go to get a new passport or apply for a stolen one. Maria has already been able to help many graduates to continue their education in the chosen field, find work, and set their lives in order. The idea of clowning belongs to an American Dr. Patch Adams, who founded the whole theory of clowning medicine. Soon it will be 20 years that Patch and his clowns have been making annual visits to Russia. Maria has been friends with Patch for many years, and thus now clowning is a permanent feature of the center's activity. Maria went one step further. She motivated her students to take part in these events, which benefited both the students and the ill in hospitals. Practically all the center students now take part in the regular creative and clowning activities which they lead in the first children's hospice for children with oncological diseases. Every summer, with the help of an international team of volunteers, Maria organizes an arts camp for children, during which they try to travel all over Russia. Their last trip was to Beslan, which a few years back had suffered a tragic terrorist attack. The aim of this trip was to give support to the Beslan children, to show them that they are loved, thought and cared about, and how friendship does not depend on nationality. Through the years of the studio existence, a fantastic team was formed, made up of teachers constantly at work on the project and a great number of volunteers. If what the center does stirs something inside of you into action, and you would like to help somehow, please do not ignore this feeling. Act now.